194 violent deaths in Nigeria alone. Now, the onslaught hasn't gone abated, it has continued. Okay? It signals an all out war on the states, fiercer and more synchronized than before, potentially bolstered by external backing and Trump's avowed support for Christians. The conflict will sorely test the federal government's mettle alongside the states. They need to unite, devise bold strategies, and be relentless in pursuing this terrorist. But is that what is currently going on? So let me take you a little bit just in the space of 3 days. In the space of 3 days, let me tell you what has been recorded and is actually very unfortunate. In the space of 3 days, 5 persons were killed in Borno village. In fact, this terrorist reportedly killed in a pastor and 4 other residents at Tarafa village in Hawul local government area of Borno state. That's not the only thing that has actually transpired. So another issue is the fact that terrorists kill 3, injure 1 person in Benue attack. That's not the only thing that has taken place. There are a couple of persons will say, oh, it's normal. Terrorists kidnap 9 in Kaduna, kill 6 arresting under a tree. In the past 3 days alone, these are the killings that has taken place. On Sunday, 177 persons were kidnapped. Now, we don't even know if there has been any death recorded. They're using these persons as, human shield while they transport themselves. They're demanding that the federal government release vehicles and motorcycles to them. They're also demanding for money. So in the past 3 days, this is basically what has happened. And this is amidst the U.S. trying to collaborate with Nigeria to fight insecurity. Just the beginning of this week, we saw a report from New York Times stipulating that it was a report from a particular trader in Onitsha, Anambra State, who is also the publisher of Inter Society, that the United States government relied their data on to supposedly term Nigeria a country of particular concern and decided to focus on Nigeria. It's actually it was ironical in the sense that since the past 10 years or more than that, there have been several killings across Nigeria, and it got worse during the previous administration of late Muhammadu Buhari. So it was surprising to make it seem like it was the report compiled by one individual in Onitsha, a screwdriver as was termed, that provided absolute data that the US decided to be sentimental about, to pick up and designate an entire nation as Nigeria as a country of particular concern. Isn't that so? When the US decided to do what they did, we were told that it was not a Christian killing. It was a killing that was targeted across board and that the Nigerian government was working to tackle it, until we now saw killings unabated happening and several reports across social media as to these individuals going on a bloodbath across several communities, in the country, specifically in the northern region. Obviously, we saw our military forces, the Air Force, the Marines, the foot soldiers also pick up. And we've been hearing quite plausible reports coming on in terms of how they've been rampaging and clearing out the hideouts of these individuals. But the question is, how many can they be able to resolve in the space of possibly 2 or 3 weeks or in a month? When we keep on seeing these guys fleeing, attacking communities, taking persons hostage, and having to negotiate with the government, putting the government in a tight corner whereby in order for those persons to be released, the government needs to negotiate with them and give them what they want for them to go camp somewhere else and continue their nefarious activities. Okay, let's just say that it shouldn't, none of this, any one of us should not experience any of this. It is something that nobody wants to experience. And interestingly, if you had followed us during the World News at 6, when we came down to the political scenario, the president is now in the country. He's been getting a lot of visits from several persons. The Kano state governor has eventually, left the NNPP. The flag of the APC right now is flying high in the Kano state secretariat. So the question is, has Kwankwaso now joined the APC? Because after the president met with Yusuf, we heard that he was meeting with Kwankwaso, and then just immediately after that meeting, we're saying now that the APC flag is flying. Meanwhile, Kwankwaso met with Obasanjo along with Peter Obi for the ADC. So what does that stipulate? Are we saying that Kwankwaso is going for the APC? We will know about that. While there is insecurity in the country and the economy is in a stalemate as it stands, even if the government is telling us there's a reported inflow, and obviously the prices of goods and services has reduced, specifically for staple domestic items, but Nigerians are still saying that it is unaffordable. within the talent band that we have, the bandwidth that we can afford these things, it is still unaffordable. Things are very expensive. Well, the government is here to address that, but we want to know precisely what we used as a political effort in terms of campaigning ahead of 2027. We also heard that there was a report that came out that 5 detained officers fell ill over the alleged coup plot against President Tinubu. Now, 2 of them collapsed. What happened? The 5 military officers who were detained over an alleged plot, interrogation has been ongoing for them to tell them the names and their fellow coup plotters. Remember, the government had denied initially, when we had this report, that there was nothing like a coup plot against the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So they were being held at the Defense Intelligence Agency headquarters in Abuja, but they were later moved to a dark underground military detention facility, and about 5 of them are critically sick, but 2 of them collapsed last week. Till now, some of them are keeping mum. The military has not said anything as to these individuals, that is the military officers who collapsed, their names, and obviously those who are critically sick. They're alleging that one of the detained officers was not directly involved in the alleged plot, but was being punished for having prior knowledge without alerting authorities. It's not going to be surprising concerning that. The relatives are asking that please, they should know, they want to know the state of being of their loved ones who have been kept in detention. If you're taking them to court, take them to court. We also heard they're being denied access to lawyers or any form of legal representation while the torture is ongoing. And they also said they have been denied access to see them since their arrest. It is also not going to be surprising since they're going through a serious interrogation. To be Press Silva, who was supposedly fingered in this whole thing, has not yet returned to the country, and we don't know if they will alert Interpol concerning, his whereabouts. But for now, he is still out of the country. He hasn't returned. His home has been sealed off and is under constant, military supervision. Activities within that home is being monitored heavily. Right, interesting, isn't it? Okay, so as it stands also in Rivers State, while the impeachment process is ongoing, there are talks that it may not hold sway. The president has, through Daniel Bwala, anyways, as we're able to read earlier, the president has, through Daniel Bwala, instructed that Fubara should leave the Rivers State governor that Wike should leave Fubara, who is the Rivers State governor, to do his job. Allow him to breathe. Allow him to go about his business. It is imperative that you allow him to go about his business. Daniel Bwala delivered a message from the president, literally disclosing that Wike has literally crossed the line, insisting that Wike worked for the president and he has been adequately compensated, that he should leave Fubara to govern Rivers State. Now, this is not the only thing that's interesting. Just 2 days ago, we saw the APC national chairman, Nantawa, telling us that if at all you want to get any position in this government, you must be an ADC card, an APC card carrying member. He says that for you to be part of this administration, whether you are a technocrat or what, you are a politician if you've been given an appointment. So by 2027, if at all the president wins the elections, anyone who comes on board as an appointee must be an APC card carrying member. So does it mean these current ambassadors now, or ambassador designate, they will all need to be official APC card carrying members? Are we saying that Arana Omokri is now an APC card carrying member? Fani Kaide is an APC card carrying member. All of them are APC card carrying members. Now, is it possible that Wike may need to join the APC anytime soon if he intends to remain relevant in the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Is Wike really needed anymore for 2027 to deliver Rivers State? Yes, he has the ground support. He knows a lot of the traditional leaders. Obviously, he has money to persuade and induce whatever he needs to induce. But then the governor of the state is now in APC. So, who do you think the people would want to work with, especially now? In as much as that is the case, is Wike still relevant for President Tinubu ahead of 2027? And if Wike believes that they want to truncate him or put him in a corner, what kind of things would he want to divulge? And again, is his cupboard clean? Because the APC will hound you if your cupboard is not clean and you think you want to tarnish them. Well, a couple of persons said the person who has won in the whole of this is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. A couple of persons say that politically he has a very good prowess with street politics. Interesting arrangements, isn't it? Oh yes, interesting arrangement. But while all this is unfolding, we need to ask ourselves question. For Nigeria to remain united, how quick and swift and fast will the government become strategic in tackling insecurity? Nigeria's unity is really standing on a very tiny thread. While the community or the country is polarized with several narratives and all whatnot, the insecurity in the nation begs the question: why is leadership relenting in doing what it needs to do to ensure that insecurity becomes a thing of the past? Because insecurity affects businesses, affects mobility, creates a form of distrust, and makes the environment quite hostile. If you look at the index, Nigeria is number one of the most poor countries to reside in. The hostile country, Nigeria, is number one. You can imagine that. And in status sense, 70% of global killings, Nigeria. What is going on? While some political elites reside in opulence and ostentatious environments and ambience, their people are dying in droves. What exactly is a decisive measure to handle this? But first of all, I have Mr. Lawal Ekondire right here. Mr. Lawal, good evening. How are you?
Good evening.
Sorry, you're cold.
Seriously?
Well, we have to leave it on for the equipment. It's necessary, so we don't start having glitches. Mr. Lawal, I'm quite happy to have you. I think today is just eyeing you. We'll not do a lot of talking today. We'd like the people to really bear their minds based on what we have introduced today. But I want you to tell me something. Let's start off with the insecurity in Nigeria. We were thinking that with Trump doing what he did, would have seen abated results. The military has woken up to its response, especially our Air Force. They've really been trying. I mean, we've seen a lot of the videos, how they've been propelling, the hideouts of those guys. But it's like while they decimate them or scatter them, they converge somewhere, abduct, kill in the process. And it's deliberate to distract the attention of our security operatives. Just recently, you saw what happened in Borno State. In Benue State, people who were resting under a tree, they killed them. Just like that. An abduction in Kaduna on Sunday, 3 different churches. So it keeps, every day we wake up, we keep hearing one, and sometimes it's underreported. So what is going on? Is it that we do not have what it takes to handle this? And if that is the case, can we try to get mercenaries to help us clear these guys out?
It is because we are not ready to do that. We are not ready to remove these terrorists. It's like
up till now.
Yes, that is what is going on. It shows that we have a leadership that is not ready to take care of this thing, because we know that this thing is not something that is so difficult to take care of. It's not difficult. That's why Trump wanted to. So you can see the backlash, so that the country is divided. In the north, they said they don't want it, that we should negotiate with terrorists.
It was Gumi that said so. It's not the North. It's not that the North said.
How many of them?
Sir, it's not. Please, let's be careful. It's not that the North said we should negotiate with terrorists. It was Gumi that was suggesting that.
It wasn't only Gumi. So 1 or 2 or 3 of them were saying it. Now the question is, how many of them actually supported it? You should ask, because the support for Trump was coming majorly from the South.
The South.
In the North, it's either they were quiet or just some of them were talking. You saw the protests now. And the government, you know what government usually do to protest? If you want to protest, it's either they come and tear gas you,
they allow the protest to go on.
But that one, they allowed the protest to go on, no arrest, nothing.
But you know that they deliberately,
and there was a lot of backlash against Trump in that protest.
They deliberately misconstrued what Trump said to those people. You know how they do it. They set up a propaganda, made it seem as if Trump was coming to invade the country, when Trump was saying we're coming to eradicate these guys if the government of the day does not wake up to its responsibility, which also obviously talks about the backed up state-sponsored backing to propaganda that erases or tries to malign the truth. Continue.
Now, a state released 70 captured and detained terrorists that are supposed to face justice and then pay consequently, for dearly for what they have done. And then they were already captured, they were already detained, they were already facing justice, and the next thing we hear is that they've been released because they repented. And people will say, why will you release them? You've already captured them. Why not let them face justice first?
Yeah.
You know, we just had it, they've been released. And then thereafter, after a few days after, are we not getting another attack? We were getting other attacks from so many areas. That was after that we saw the abduction in Kaduna. We saw so many happening after they've been released.
And they told us that the release was to provide respite in the communities so that they can go to their farms. So what happened afterwards?
That's why I keep saying that it's like we just want them to be. This thing they are doing, we have taken it as normal. That is, they just want it to be something like normal. Every day you must hear that a Nigerian is dead. By the time you keep killing 200 million, very soon it will remain one single one. It now
seems like a normal thing. When you come on,
and nobody's talking. The government is talking. Everybody's like it's quiet. The only thing we hear is that the news, and some people will come on here and say it's a lie. No, there's no terrorists against a Christian. There's no this and that. They went to. They even said they went to get pictures. AI. Empty coffin. They were doing. I mean, so you can see exactly what is going on. Like this, and sometimes some people will say, we are a sovereign nation. I begin to wonder, what is sovereign about this country? I don't understand. What is sovereign? A sovereign nation means a nation in which you can call your own, you are well protected, you have security, and then we have a country in which we don't have all those things, and you are saying you are sovereign. We are a sovereign nation. We don't. I began to wonder, what exactly is going on here? What exactly is going on? And everything boils down to the leadership. The leadership. We have governors in states, and governors are freeing terrorists who have committed murder, grievous offenses. They are being freed after they've been captured. Not that they called them for negotiation. They were captured. How can you capture your enemy and then you release the enemy that you've negotiated? The enemy you have captured.
77 of them.
I don't understand. You have captured the enemy. It's not that you met at the battlefront. Your forces could not decimate the enemy. You have to negotiate. You have already captured them. They're already detained. Thereafter, on what basis do you have to release somebody in your captivity, negotiate with somebody in your captivity to release them and say, yes, they have repented? You can see exactly what is going on here. What is going on? So what is sovereignty in this thing now? What is sovereignty? I don't understand what exactly is sovereignty. When you talk about sovereignty, you'll be talking about something like Israel. You see, I mentioned Israel because Israel will not take nonsense. If you kill one soldier of Israel, you are in trouble. They will look for you everywhere you go, so that you know that they don't tolerate nonsense. If you do to America, they will hunt you down. They will tell you are not going to escape, and then you will not escape. They will eventually get you. But here, it's not that we don't have the resources. It's not that we don't have the financial capability. It's not that we don't have the assistance. I don't really understand exactly what is causing. Look at American. There's American legalized use of firearms by their citizens. And up to today, we've not heard that America has exploded because the citizens have weapons to protect themselves. There are so many countries that have weapons. The citizens have light weapons to protect themselves, and they are living fine. He's here. You said no, you cannot have light weapons, so you must no, government must, and the government is not living to responsibility. They know exactly where are we going to turn to. Now Trump wants to come. There's a lot of backlash. Is it not an invitation for Trump to eventually put his foot down in this country? Because these are people, and these are people's people that are connected to people and people's relations. And then this thing is not stopping. It's not stopping. Is it not time that eventually Trump has to put his foot down and do something? Because some people are calling for him, that they need him. You can see now what exactly is. Now they just abducted so many people now, and what else? Everybody kept quiet. The government is not talking. The only things that we will take care of. We've been hearing these stories for how many years now? close to 8 years. You've been hearing the stories every now and then. Nobody will take care of them. We'll take care of them. We have given machine order and this and that. We are on top of, and then it keep going on.
Well, Mr. Lawal Kundayo, Trump is not the president of Nigeria. He cannot just forcefully come and do stuff. If the Nigerian government says whatever assistance you're ready to prefer, would accept it. You heard already there is already a mission together between the Nigerian government and the United States of America. They called it US-Nigeria. They are launching a joint counter-terrorism working group to protect vulnerable communities. Part of mapping out the areas when these guys are coming around and providing relief materials to internally displaced persons. Also, the group they've formally been inaugurated in Abuja, and they're bringing together senior security and government officials from both countries. So they were obviously with the NSA today, both in Nigeria and the US. Their top military advisors will be providing assistance to a Nigerian military as well. There's going to be a coordinated effort, meaning that there'll be transparency when it comes to intelligence sharing. Do we think that this would stop the invasion of these guys? Because Nigerian government has proved that they are open to any form of help, any form of assistance. In other words, the government has tried to prove to the international community and the US that based on what you allege, that we are protecting these guys and we're providing them accommodation. We are not doing that, but we need your assistance. And so right now it's an open door. They're coming in. Okay. But a couple of persons believe that someone like David Hunde, the investigative journalist, he believes that the US is not coming to help. He's coming to they came to divide Nigeria. And that ever since they announced the country as a country of particular concern, and that Trump decided to do the needful that is required in assisting, as a lot of Nigerians were quite happy about it, that the polity has been divided further, polarized further, and that these individuals became more brazen in carrying out their nefarious activities against Christians this time around. Do you think that's true?
I'm flabbergasted from people like that. I don't even know the type of people that we have. When they talk, sometimes you begin to wonder whether I don't know. Let me be careful. Now you are saying it has divided us further. We are already divided now. So which further are we dividing? I don't understand though. You know why? Because killings is happening all over the place. Tribalism every now and then. Yeah. They speak it openly without, with confidence, religiously. So what other division is Trump coming to do? I don't understand. What other division? What other division? Because you go to social media, even on here, you see the way they talk about it openly.
Yeah,
it's open. And then what else is Trump coming to do that we have not already done to ourselves? Somebody said they are coming to take our resources. Which resources? Which of the are you benefiting from the resources? The gold mines, the mineral resources. Which one are you really benefiting from? You take care of yourself. Your security, you provide it for yourself. You can't go to station. You have to settle. You can't go to station. Even if you go there to complain, you pay. You go to police station to complain, you pay. You go there as the counterpart, you pay. So you get security in your own house. You provide your food yourself. You will repair our road. Sometimes you see people pouring sand in the road with potholes. Have you seen that? Where you see people's streets, potholes are there. You see people feeling it themselves. Where government did not come, they will be feeling it.
Most streets is being done by the residents who live in that area, so they can have good mobility, especially as they go to work and return. Most times, because when you call on the government, they take a very long time.
Very long, and sometimes they will start and then they abandon.
Exactly.
So you see people coming there to feel. So what exactly do you now say that you are enjoying? That you are talking about the resources?
So we have a lot of conspiracy theorists. David Hunde is one person who is a conspiracy theorist, and sometimes he tries to do research to supposedly give a form of what do you call it, definition to those conspiracy theories, like they're approved sort of. And so he goes back in time, provide a historical perspective as to why that particular theory he's putting out there could be the truth or the facts or the reality. Yes, investigative journalism is quite expensive, and deep research is also needed. Historical background helps us put in context what we're currently seeing, the present. It gives us a context of what we're currently seeing, and possibly provides a solution if what we're currently experiencing will give us a negative attribute in the future. People say you learn from history, but right now, could there be a possibility that that is what it is? Because if you said something that is very obvious, the polity is already divided. How is Trump coming to divide the polity further?
I don't understand though. I don't understand what when we're already at the ground zero and you are telling us somebody is going to hard number. Which number are you going to hard at behind
if
zero?
at all that is the aim, what else does he want to achieve by that? You can't say the American government wants a regime change, and even if they want a regime change, they don't need to do it the hard way. They will just tell the president that we don't want you in 2027. This is the person we want to make that happen.
See, America is the most powerful nation in the world.
No, I'm just telling you that.
If they want to do something, many superpowers will rally around them. You get it? So, with all these things they are saying, I just wonder. If America wants to do anything, they will simply do it.
That's what I'm trying to say.
America is not doing anything now. He's only telling us that they want to assist. And some people are now changing the narration as if we are fools, we are babies, we don't know what is going on. Like somebody like Unde, you coming out to tell us as if it's because he's a journalist, every other people is a fool.
The problem is that they complain that anywhere the US goes and shows interest,
let me tell you history.
Form of uprising.
Let me tell you one. After the Second World War, Germany was divided into two: Eastern Germany and Western Germany. The Eastern Germany was controlled by the Russians, USSR. So they put communists in there. The Western was controlled by the Allies, America and Europe, and then Japan, this China and everything. Now, yes, but eventually with their help, they were able to merge Germany back together. So that's why they became Germany again. Before, they used to be Eastern and Western Germany. It was with the help of America that they were able to join them together. America is there in Saudi. So Saudi has divided and they have taken over outsiders' oil since. America is in Dubai. They have taken over the oil of Dubai. It's divided. America is in Kuwait. You don't even know there is a country called Kuwait, and they are so peaceful. No problem. It's an Arab nation.
It's an Arab nation. And
America is giving them protection. America is in Taiwan. That is why China has not been able to attack them. We have destroyed, ruined that place by now. It's in Japan. So they've taken over everything there. Look at the thinking. America is in Ghana. So Ghana is now taking over because Ghana has oil. Ghana has oil now.
Obviously.
So America has taken over their oil and divided their country. Do you hear anything about terrorism in Ghana?
Ghana is,
and yet America is there. America is there giving them support, giving them security support there, and they are there. And so Ghana is divided now. Ghana is they've taken over Ghana's oil. Do you hear about insecurity in Ghana? Do you hear about it?
Definitely not.
And they are so peaceful. Just our neighbor here. America is here and they are doing well and everything is fine. You can see why when people said America is coming to divide us, we already divided at ground zero. So what else? When they talk, they should reason that we too, we are not fools. We are not fools here. We are not. The whole country, you can't travel. I remember in 2007, I went to the north to do my business. I stayed there for months. We couldn't speak their language, yet we don't have issues. Sometimes at 12, we'll go into the market to buy, we call it shy with bread and akara and egg. We sit down with them, they welcome us deep into the village. We don't have issues. I traveled. I went to Sokoto. I spent months there. I went to Maiduguri. I went to Kano. It was peaceful. We were all doing our. In fact, they accommodated us. And now, look at what we have. You can't travel from one state to another without fear.
It's crazy. You must even go with your own personal military. Even at that, it's not sure for you that you'll be safe.
Do you know how I travel? Anytime I'm traveling to the north, I even went to Abuja to work. Do you know we normally travel at night? we take night bus.
No,
Yes.
Up till now.
No. I must talk about then.
Okay.
It's not everybody take night bus because at night bus is in fact, and it's so peaceful. You sleep in the bus. Sometimes you come out to rest 1 hour, then the bus will go again.
When I used to travel, when I used to go to school then, because normally we have first term, second term, third term. It was a boarding school, so for first term I think basically you almost have like 3 months for a session or so. Then we didn't have this Marco Polo bus. It was Plateau Riders. Plateau Riders. Then it was a transit vehicle from Lagos to Jos Plateau State. So it's usually at Ijora.
Yeah.
That's where we go. It's night bus we usually take. We arrive at Jos the following morning. Like from 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. in the evening. We arrive just at 5 a.m. in the morning. In the night, no, unless there's any minor accident on the road between vehicles, no insecurity, nothing. For all the years I was traveling to go to school, anytime I need to attend my session. So at that time, it was relevantly, everything was okay. Beyond the Jos crisis that was witnessed in 2002, thereabout. But even at that, even when everything was quelled, we didn't hear reports of this kind of insurgency all over the place.
No.
So right now, the question is,
it's almost every day.
What is the measure being meted out? I don't understand what is happening. The president is around. I know he's been getting his security briefings and he's been getting a lot of visits. But he's being perceived as one. Basically, the story we see in the news is, for example, Oba Ladoja went to meet the president in Aso Rock. Yesterday, we heard that Seyi Makinde went to meet the president in Aso Rock, and that his 2027 ambition for now, he's not defecting at all. He's staying in the People's Democratic Party. Yesterday, we heard that Kwankwaso, after Yusuf met the president, that Kwankwaso. So it's been political visits and stuff we've been hearing about the president. Not that the president has said something about this, or based on the report he got about the insecurity, this is the side measure he gave. Right now, Daniel Wale just tweeted to us telling us that, warning Wike to step aside from Rivers politics and allow Fubara to do what he needs to do there. So that's the perception we're getting based on the reports we see in the media. So it's as if the president is only politically
that 2027 is all that is.
Do you understand?
And 2027, can we even survive 2027 with what is going on? That's why I say if you keep killing 200,000, 200 million. If you keep killing 200 today, 100 tomorrow, 50 tomorrow, 70, eventually that 200,000 people, 200 million people will reduce to maybe 2,000 at a point. It will reduce. Yes, now because you keep killing them. You keep killing them. You keep pregnant ones. You kill young ones. You kill the women. You keep men. You are reducing the number. Now, if you have a poultry, you keep killing chickens.
Yeah.
Before they could lay eggs and hatch, you're already killing them. Those the one that is sitting on eggs, you kill it. So eventually, the whole chicken will be phased out now. So that is the worrisome. That is the fear. That's the fear. What is wrong with Trump sending special forces to take down these people? It is possible. What is wrong with Israel that has been fighting all these terrorists since its inception and is doing very, very well, has offered to help? Have we sent delegates down there to speak to them, to give us the intelligence or train our people how to handle this thing? After Netanyahu spoke publicly that he's ready to assist Nigeria.
Are you sure that do you know we have a lot of Nigerians in the U.S. military working for the US? So if, for example, I happen to be sent to go learn whatever I need to learn, you think I wouldn't sign up to be in the US when I know I will have more longevity of my life? If you send me to the US to go and learn and whatever, and you bring me back and put me on the war front, do you think I would prefer that?
See, if you are doing that, you know what if America wants to do something, apart from their intelligence, they have special forces they train for that purpose. That is their job. They don't have anything, so they can train them for months in order to get that job done. So if we want their help, we want their help. When they are ready to help us, they train forces, train how to get these people. They know the way they operate. They have intelligence of how these terrorists operate. Then they send their forces down. The forces eradicate these people within a month or two, and then
Have you
we're
forgotten
happy.
during late Muhammadu Buhari's administration when they came to release one of their own here? It was a
I do
midnight
not hear
operation. Nobody knew anything until they had done what they were doing and they left.
And do you know they killed those terrorists?
Obviously, meaning that it is possible to do what needs to be done about this.
I think Israel do the same thing too.
If the government of the day, we do not have enough personnel on ground, why
or
don't we?
There's a mold. The military is compromised.
Why don't we get mercenaries?
They
Then?
will use some president. See, all over the world, president who maintain their border peace in their country use mercenaries.
That's my question.
There are people
Why
you use separately from the normal your forces. You use them separately. Those ones are carry out all this we call guerrilla warfare. That's what they do. They just take down these people, they go. They take them down, they go. They take them down.
That's my question.
And then you clean
in
the
Jonathan's
place.
administration, he did that. What we even heard was that these men, they were not even up to 30. They were like 7 or so in a very small room. They did a mapping of the volatile regions in the north, and they were really having inroads into the camps of these guys. Yes, there was porosity in the intelligence sharing. Certain persons were leaking information to these terrorists. But if the Buhari government had allowed these guys to continue after Jonathan's administration was done with, do you think insecurity would have escalated to the point where we have more than 32 terrorist cells resident in Nigeria? 32 terrorist cells finding themselves comfortable in a country like this.
You are talking about cell. You are not talking about
terrorist
towns.
groups. No, terrorist groups, different groups. The ones we know are even just the ones that there are a lot of them. During the U.S. Congress, when they were investigating the Christian killings in Nigeria, where they were getting testimonials, they gave a background information of what they know so far, and they mentioned more than 32 terrorist groups,
different
residents in Nigeria.
God.
It was quite an embarrassing
each one
moment.
in each state, because we have 36 states. Each one in each state, each one is mapping a state as my own territory where I make my money
So
and
the
everything.
question is, if the government of the day could tell us where 210 trillion are afraid of them, why are we not utilizing such alternatives to tackling this guy?
When you want something to be like that, how will you take care of it? When that is what you want, will you remove it? If everybody is saying anything here and there, you will just be, maybe because that is exactly what you want. That is, people around will be concluding that maybe that is what he wants. If you have somebody who's not going out to work, he's always sitting in the house, he's not going out, people will say that is what he wants. He doesn't want to work, he's lazy. Because if you are not lazy, you go out and talk to people. Please, I'm looking for a job. People will help you. So if you are saying no, I want to remain here, then people say that is what you want. That's exactly what we can say is happening in Nigeria. That's it. A governor that released 70 captured terrorists, and that governor is still
77.
77. He's still sitting down in that post and defending that. The governor is defending it. That is okay. Now US will release it for no just reason. You release criminals back into the society, the community, and then you are justifying yourself that yes, we release them, and that governor is still sitting down in that I don't understand what I'm going to say, that power in that state. Another governor is coming out to say that, well, there's no killing in my area, it's just clashes here, and the governor is still sitting down there as governor. So you see that
down there as governor.
He's still sitting down there as governor. I don't know. You can see that we don't live in. I don't understand the type of. We don't live in a normal world. We live in a separate planet entirely. We live in a universe that's different from the normal universe of any other country.
Interesting. Mr. Lawal Kundai, I would like us to take a listen to this. We're heading on to River State. We already know precisely what transpired in River State for a couple of months now, where there have been conversations as to why Wike's head is on ensuring that Governor Sim Fubara does not remain as governor of the state. There are also allegations that impeachment proceedings were basically spearheaded by the FCT minister, and that he's using the House of Rep members to truncate and destabilize the administration of Governor Sim Fubara. We're also hearing now that Daniel Bott, let's just take a listen to this.
Nigeria's presidency is finally speaking up on the political crisis in Rivers State, affirming its support for the governor, Siminalayi Fubara, as the leader of the APC in the state. Speaking on Channels Television's current affairs program, Hard Copy, the special advisor to the president on policy communication, Daniel Buwala, says that Mr. Nyesom Wike has been instrumental in Tinubu administration. However, he stressed the fact that Mr. Wike is not a member of the president's party, the APC, and notes that the Rivers State governor must be allowed to work.
I agree with the point highlighted by the national chairman that in Rivers State, Governor Fubara is the leader of APC party in Rivers State. Now, you made mention of Wike. Wike is not a member of APC, so he can't speak for APC. I don't know whether I get the point. He may be the leader of PDP in Rivers State because he was a former governor and they don't have a governor at the moment. But in APC, the leader of the party in Rivers State is Governor Fubara. The president believes in the rule of law and a rule-based practice, right? With respect to the party affairs, what the national chairman said is the position president sticks to because he respects party procedure. We have had people who complain that as a cabinet member, Wike enjoyed more benefit than anything. You know, when you leave Treasury single account,
He delivered more than most.
If they are given the resources that he has and unfettered access, they will do more. So Wike has been adequately compensated. You see, the president believes in compensating people. Compensating people not at the expense of the interests of Nigeria. You know, you have to understand President Bola Tinubu. He will give you latitude. He will give you privilege. But not at the expense of what is the right thing to do. Now, when you cross that line, nobody will tell you, you will know. So the matter between Wike and Fubara is already handled. Handled in the sense that you ask the question, who is the leader of the party? In this case, we say is the governor. For the impeachment procedure is consistent with the practice of law, right?
Okay.
And the requirement. And then the governor will deal with it. There have been orders of court that stop the impeachment, right? The party is clear. Nobody should stop Fubara from governing the state. And that one should be clear to everybody, that the party sticks with the leaders of the party in their respective state. Okay. In fact, the president even respects the right of a state in which a PDP governor is a governor, and maybe somebody APC wants to disturb him. He believes that the governor should be allowed to govern the state.
Okay.
That is his disposition. That's his approach.
All right, that was Daniel Bala right there telling us precisely what the president expects. We'll be taking a very short break. When we return, we'll be delving more into this conversation. Do kindly stay with us.
House dey dark and nepa bill dey choke. E dey worry you as e dey affect your business. So much on don come. Imagine say you wake up for morning, light no shake, fridge don block, business no get wahala, everything dey okay. No be dream o. With Yohaku, na you dey control your light. Yohaku dey sell gas cooker, freezer, fridge, and dem go furnish you with modern kitchen o. Whether na inverter, batteries, panels, smart street lights, be na solar AC system wey you wan use for house, business, abi for industrial work, Yohaku stand chim to help you. Bye to nepa bill o. No wait till transformer go spoil again o. Oh yeah, run call Yohaku for 070-121-30260 or 080-324-82573, or you fit to call 080-669-60066. For Lagos, we dey for shop F1179 Industrial Section, Ojo Alaba International Market, or shop G6 Electronic Section, Alaba International Market, Headline, Ute Obochi Plaza, Abuja office na Corporate 13, Dubai International Market, back of Games Village, Karu District for Abuja. For Port Harcourt, we dey for number 51, Oporo Road, Eziowa Elite Trade Center for Rivers State. Yohaku website na www.yohakuproducts.com. Online store na www.yohakustore.com. Yohaku, from sun to earth, we dey make your mind dey cool.
right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Thank you for staying with us. This is Voice of the People 90.3 FM. My name is Esther Wachku, and I've been with Mr. Lawa Ekundai. Mr. Lawa Ekundai, you heard what Daniel Wala said, and I said 2 days ago, just yesterday, I think I played the insert, or rather the convergence meeting that the APC National Chairman Neltawa had with a couple of APC members, where he categorically said that he doesn't believe in technocrats because, I mean, you need to be a card-carrying member of the party for you to be given any form of appointment, all right, in the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, when he was trying to talk of the registration, the mileage they've been able to garner in the registration of persons, the e-registration they've been carrying about for persons who want to join the ADC or rejoin the ADC, the APC rather. And literally, a couple of persons could align with the fact that he was literally referring to persons who have been given appointments who are not APC members. So you don't come and destabilize or cause chaos in their parties if you're not an APC member. And the person that everyone can refer to is Wike. And now we're hearing Daniel Bala address the situation in Rivers by saying that you're not an APC member, all right? The person who is in charge of Rivers State is an APC member, the governor of the state, so he's a leader of the party. And he also made mention of the fact that even if it was a PDP governor, right, regardless of whatever political party the person belongs to, that person is the political leader of that state. Where does this place Wike?
Like in Yoruba, they will say the drummer that is drumming, you should listen. You know, when this talking drum is drumming, bang, 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 and you are dancing, if they change that beating, they change the drumming, you know that they are giving you a message that there's danger somewhere. You should listen, or maybe you need to leave that place quickly. You need to, because they will change that drumming. So that's why they call it talking drum.
Okay.
Now, Wike is already getting the talking drum, but he's refusing to listen. I don't know why. He's been arrogant. You see, so many of them are now saying, so many top APC members are already, they are saying this thing now, openly to him. And indirectly, they are also speaking to Mr. President that this person is a bone in their throat.
Is a what? Bone?
It's a bone in their throat. Because what they are saying, they are speaking directly to Wike as a proverb. That you are not
I don't think it's a proverb. Because Daniel Bola said he's been overly compensated.
That's what I'm saying.
In fact, amongst the APC guys, they are complaining that the privilege given to him is too much.
That's where I'm going. That they are speaking indirectly to the president. They are indirectly speaking to the president. And they are directly speaking to Wike, giving him the drum that you can be dealt with. You are not indispensable. That's why they are, becoming bolder to speak to him. Before they were, hiding, like what the national secretary said. It wasn't so direct. But now, Boala is direct, that you've been compensated. So what else? You're nothing again. You've been given the ministerial post as a FCT minister. So you've been compensated. So what else again do you want? What else? And they are indirectly speaking to Mr. President that this person, it will get to a level in which the problem he caused may not be reversible.
Or it is either him or them.
Yes, it's coming to that. You see, they are speaking directly and they are fully behind Fubara.
Obviously, he's an APC guy now. Why not?
So, and that thing is one of the things that is paining Wike. It's one of the main things that is really, really paining me, because he believed that this boy I used to handle. Now I'm with the president. I'm still dealing with him with using the presidential power.
But now he's now in the
But he has forgotten that if this guy decamp,
if this guy decamp, he has already decamped.
No, I'm just saying then that if he decamp, he didn't, predict the future. That
sure?
If this,
he did not know that after the House of Rep members joined the APC, which was obviously his influence, that obviously Fubara would do the same. Is it that he expected Fubara to remain in the PDP?
Maybe he expected him to be stubborn. Yeah, I think maybe that is what, because it's so obvious that the moment you become the governor, you automatically become the head of the party.
And right now, he has been expelled. The way it seems like the court may recognize the Turaki-led faction of the PDP. The Turaki-led faction of the PDP has sacked Wike Governor Ayo Faishe, former Governor Ekiti State Governor Ayo Faishe, Sam Anyanwu, and a couple of others. So right now, if the court has sacked Anyanwu and said, Anyanwu, you've been delisted, you are not a PDP secretary.
You look like a Aburi of Labour.
Exactly. So right now, you now have the fact that Turaki-led party, or rather faction, is being recognized as a PDP. Just 2 days ago, they held a press conference. They called PDP elders, and they zoned their ticket to the south. It's almost like they already know the outcome of the court. So Wike has been expelled. Turaki-led party of the PDP does not recognize Wike. So is it possible that Wike is partyless? And will it be surprising to hear he has joined the APC, or he's going to join another political party entirely?
If he joins APC, it will be worse for him.
Really? Why?
Because
he worked for them.
People have already seen they have already predicted you. That you are working for them. Are you a member? You say you are not a member. When you are working for them now, and you are working in two sides, are you a mole? Now, you are now having issues between two sides. Now, this one you are working for, you cannot decamp because you need to keep your leg here to maintain your hold, so that you can always be relevant to the other side.
The leg here, no day.
So they have already cut this one. They've cut it to the last month. They will say
they don't come out.
So that one is gone. Now to decamp to APC now, it will be under the same boy you have been fighting.
Yeah.
You be under him automatically. Yes, politically you automatically be under him. If he tell you that this man is not coming to that meeting, you are not coming.
That's true.
All the structure of that, I said practically all the structure of that state that Wike has prepared automatically is under Fubara now. All those local government chairmen, all those whatever, even the house, all of them are under Fubara. That's why when they wrote that impeachment letter, what did they call it? Love letter.
All right, let's take a very brief listen to this so we can open the phone lines.
And I can swear by the Quran that Atiku Abubakar won that election on adult suffrage. The mere fact
He won the election?
yes, I've said this times without number. Times without number. Even when Buhari was in power, I said it over 1 million times in the press. Buhari lost 2019 election to Atiku. The mere fact that he was not declared, the mere fact that Buhari was announced, the mere fact that the judiciary sanctioned that improbability does not mean that Atiku didn't win that election. And I stand by my words. I'm not supporting Atiku now for some obvious reasons, for example, but the truth must be told. There is no APC presidential candidate in 2027 that can get the mandate of the people if there is a free and fair election.
You are saying Tinubu will not win?
He will not win.
Despite all
if
the
there is a free and fair election, let him try it. I challenge him.
On what template are you actually basing your argument?
You don't go to the market. You don't go to the market.
I do, even today.
Do you have any relative that goes to the farm?
Almost every other person in my family.
How many farmers are, how many percentage of Nigerian population?
They are in the majority.
And none of them, no farmer will vote for APC government, because deliberately this government destroyed agriculture and the incentives to go to farm.
Okay, maybe we'll discuss this deep into the
Don't run away from this. I'm not campaigning. I'm saying the obvious.
Yes, because
Don't run away from
I will not run away. I will still come back to
You
it.
should know, when we buy fertilizer, those of us who are farmers, for 70,000 naira per bag, the bag of millet is 16,000 today. The bag of maize is 20-something thousand. The bag of beans is 36,000.
But buyers are happy with the development.
Which means that next year there would be no incentive for anybody to go to the farm. And if they don't go to the farm, because this government has decided to import things that Nigerians can produce so that they will crash the price and deal with some parts of this country as they are doing, then there will be problem, because there will be insecurity. People must eat, because if they don't go to farm and they have to eat, it means you cannot sleep in your house. And that makes it easy for me that the APC will lose election flat.
All right, that was Buba Galadima during an interview, I think a few hours ago, where he made that statement that the 2019 general elections was won by Atiku Abubakar, that he won against the All Progressives Congress of former and late President Muhammadu Buhari. And you know that in 2019, the ticket was Atiku Abubakar and Mr. Peter Obi. He's saying that they won that election. Buhari did not win that election. And that is what the ADC is supposedly thinking of floating again for 2027. Do you think they will get that same mileage?
Otherwise, I have no doubt in that.
You have always been an Atiku supporter for
no,
reasons best known to you.
I don't support that. I only analyze.
Mr. Lawaya Kondaya, should I expose your secrets?
Go ahead.
I should expose you now. Don't let me expose you.
Yeah.
But you have always advocated that combination, just like 2019, that would work. And unfortunately,
based on analysis,
based on what you have, what you think. But unfortunately, this is the time of the South. Now, the ADC is saying it's a democratic process. We are not just going to give tickets to anyone. Everyone needs to compete for it. And a couple of people are saying that the APC is saying that the ADC would crush, they would definitely dismantle themselves, because every one of them is ambitious. And if every one of them is ambitious, there's no one ready to sacrifice their ambition, that they would definitely disintegrate. Do you believe that too? But
the same APC, it was contested now. Have you forgotten 2023 election? Was it not? There was a primary in APC now.
Yeah.
So many of them contested. Even Pastor Bakari was one of the aspirants.
Everybody said it was just a ruse, that they just wanted
we
to
don't care. What we saw was that it was properly contested. So many of them, they bought that form. So it was contested. Everybody, so many of them had their ambitions, and then eventually before
Amici came second in that primary.
So if ADC is going to do that, why are they now complaining when the same thing that they did? Another ADC wants to. You are not saying that it's whatever. That's their problem. They don't have to settle them.
APC at the time, it was southern candidates that contested. It was zoned to the south in 2023. Yes. Okay. So because it was zoned to the south, it was only southern candidates that had the ambition that contested. So obviously, Tinubu emerged. But right now, the ADC, they are not zoning. Whether north, whether south, anyone who is interested, come on board and do what you have to do. And that's why the APC is saying that if they're not ready to sacrifice, they will definitely disintegrate, because everybody is too ambitious. One Gorolo guy said something that there are other politicians aside from the obvious that a lot of persons are talking about, that there is Amici, that there is Al-Rufai, and that Amici is actually very strong, that he has the clout. For example, Amici was number 2 in 2023 outside President Bola Tinubu. So who says they do not have other candidates that can emerge, that if anybody comes and competes, if you win, we support you. If you don't, you support others.
That's it now. See, we have come to the level in which we'll be looking for competence. Nigerians have come to that level in which they want competency.
Some persons are saying the ADC should zone.
That's their headache now.
That if the ADC should zone, all the southern candidates then can contest. If the southern candidates contest, if anyone emerges out of them, everybody supports, regardless of who is your favorite or not. If your favorite doesn't win, so long as it's a southerner, they support the person.
Do you think if during the time Buhari was contesting, it wasn't zoned, it was an open thing, and then the best candidate got into the post, do you think we'll be in this?
What do you mean that even when Buhari was contesting, it wasn't zoned?
No. What I'm saying, if it had not been zoned, if it had been an open thing and they will look for the best, most competent person for that.
It was that's what I'm saying. Candidate.
Listen, that's what I'm saying. That if it had it been that time, we didn't talk about zoning. We were looking for the best candidate. It could come from anywhere, but the best candidate that will.
You're saying had it been?
Yes.
That is then. It is a had it been. We're talking about
that's
now
the
that
problem.
The reality
We are still coming back to square one. Still talking about this zoning. Still talking about the zoning. It's still the zoning that put us into this problem we are today. It is still the zoning. If the best candidate is coming from somewhere else, and this person is one that will unite us and make us take us to the promised land, and then it's not from that zone that you are zoning at that moment, that means we are going to lose God's promise for us. Because God doesn't look at all this zoning. God look at the best candidate and then give it to us. Now we are having the same issue now, zoning, and by the time we do zoning and then we fall back to that same problem, we'll be talking about, let us forget about zoning. Let's have a government.
Should forget about zoning.
To me, I don't believe in it. I don't, because this zoning has not been working.
Really?
Everybody who has been coming based on zoning,
leadership.
yes, everybody who has been coming based on zoning, has always been an headache to us. It has always been an headache, and the person who, after being very so corrupt, you now hear it is the time of that zone. It will soon come to the time of the zone here, and that is what brought us to this problem. Let me tell you something. If you have a government in which the president is a civil servant, the governors are civil servants, all of them collect their salaries, collect their allowances, and then leave. When you leave, you are investigated. If you are found wanting, you are tried. You are made to face the law. Do you think the country will not move forward? It's like you want to give your car to somebody to repair. You are looking for somebody that is coming from one zone where you have people who is competent, who can do it. That person is not coming from the zone you are looking for. So you now give it to somebody that is coming from another zone that you prefer to come and damage that car further. You want to build a house now, you'll be looking for somebody from one zone to build your house for you. You will not look for anybody that is competent enough to do it for you. That's why you see in American military, you are going to see different people. You will see Nigerians there, you see Arab there, you see so many different, because in that place it's competency they look for.
Okay.
You do your job, you get paid, you get out. But here, the reason is because the moment you become president or governor, then all the treasury is at your disposal to use it the way you want. That is why everybody is looking at it as a form of a job, a form of employment. And when I get there, I become rich.
Okay,
that's
the
problem.
Let's get your reactions right about now. The number to call is 0817-1756-338. That's the WhatsApp number. We're trying to set up the normal phone line, so you can actually get to us on WhatsApp 0817-1756-338. Okay, and you can also send us messages there as well, WhatsApp messages. I see that a couple of you have been sending your messages also. And on YouTube, I see a lot of you on YouTube today. Thank you so much for your conversation this evening. Quite a number, and a lot of you are greeting. Icot Cards, Abby Jones, thank you so much. Retro Pause Reflect, thank you so much for your messages. And Michael Okolafo, you guys are so amazing. Aladdin Kelly, thank you so much for your messages. We see you right there. We'll definitely try to read some of your messages there, but call the WhatsApp number for now, 0817-1756-338, and you can also send messages there. Hello, good evening, how are you?
Yeah, good evening.
Welcome. What's your name, please?
Yeah, this is Emeka from Ogun State.
Emeka from Ogun State, you're the first time caller today. Please welcome.
Yeah, Esther, listen, whenever they are said to look for help from international to help in this insecurity, I'm seeing it as a very big insult and a very big slap to Nigerian military, which I know that they are capable and able to do this. Okay. But they cannot do it since the 400 names that is sponsoring this have not yet been reviewed. How do you expect them to do this when you know that after they struggle and bring these people, capture these people, they will still repent and place them into the same military? They become an informant midst of the military. Do you expect the military to do this work when some of them that sponsor this are in top security positions, giving every information, even though America comes here? As long as those 400 names cannot be exposed, there is no way they can, no matter their joining team, they cannot do it because the informants are there. Listen, Esther, do you know what it means that you are somebody behind? There is someone that sees something belong to you, and both of you are looking for it. Do you think you can easily find it? It's impossible. Now, this thing, what I want to let us know again, if America comes here and join, remember that these people that are doing these things, they are Fulani, Fulani terrorists. And when they began to kill, now Arab countries will come in, they are killing Muslims, and this thing will lead to religion war. Let us be careful, because that is where I'm seeing it is going to land. So God bless you. Well done.
All right, Emeka, thank you so much for calling. Okay, the number to call is 080-3692-9933, 080-3692-9933. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello, what's your name? Thank you for joining us this evening. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. Welcome. What's your name?
Good evening.
Yes, good evening. What's your name?
I get your address. My name is Charles calling from Ikorodu.
All right, Charles, please go ahead.
When Mr. Kuda was a competent, I was expecting to mention the competence he thinks that he can win this country well. But he didn't say so. So that one is by the way. Now, Galadima was saying about insecurity in the north. Let Galadima tell the north the truth. They are the one instigating insecurity in the north. That is the one making the farmer not to go to farm. Due to the one to live by fire by force. So they will tell your government with insecurity and blame the ruler that the president that is the one that is causing people not to go to farm. They should blame themselves. I remember in Kurudu here, when the body was getting momentum, and before you know, the whole elders, the whole everybody come and say, you see these people, by fire by force to stop them, and the treatment will end. In River State, there was time kidnapping was no area. You can not even access, you cannot even 10 kilometers journey you are paid to go. They from us park, security act it, and the treatment will end. But the North, they are happy. Using them of insecurity to cause chaos, to spoil government, so to make sure the person that is leading the country, they will try his government because they want to get power by fire by force. It's the right time they start and the middle they open their eye. And even the middle best, even when the start and they call, they don't even call, they remain clean, they don't want to talk. Look at the remark, look at all of them there. They are killing them people, they remain silent. That's truth of the nation, when they say today is no year to be found. They should wake up on the slumber. They not at the problem of Nigeria until they stop this pattern of playing politics in human blood. Nigeria will come to stay. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Now, I wouldn't ascribe to you suggesting that the North is a problem of Nigeria, please, because a couple of persons will say the South is a problem of Nigeria.
That's the division I'm talking about.
So, yes. So please, let's erase that. Let's just say that certain people who ought to do the needful deliberately don't want to do it, because I cannot understand. They say it that the elders, when things get too much, the elders know what to do. Why are the elders in the North not condemning what is happening?
Yeah, that's one of my
I have
headache.
not heard the Sultan of Sokoto come out openly to say, Boko Haram, this is anti-Islam. You must stop. Come out, make a public declaration. Let's know that you don't support this. So if you have some of the emirs, it is only what's his name, former CBN governor.
Sanusi, who is enrolled as
he's the one that has been rugged and extremely vocal against these guys. But the rest have been mute about it. So that is why a couple of people think that the North literally like what it's doing because they're not the ones in charge. But then in Buhari's government, they did the same thing. And their person was the one in government. So I don't know. I really don't know. Hello, good evening.
Yes, hello, good evening, Esther.
How are you?
Fine, my name is Manas. I'm calling from Uganda.
Malaki, are you in the bathroom?
No.
Okay, I can hear something.
I'm just back from work.
All right, welcome, Malaki. Thank you for joining us today. Please go ahead.
Yes. I just want to talk about it. You see, we are talking about this election 2027. You see, I believe we are missing a very major thing to get starting. You see, I'm currently in Lagos, but I'm from Benin State.
Okay.
You see, last 2 months, my dad called me that Fulani was one of our own. Like, this man is a very tall man. I know him very well. they cut him like, you want to buy me in the market. My dad put him in Ghana Moscow. Because this thing I'm telling you happened in Taraba State. So my dad has to go to a location for his cup. I believe that some of the places in Nigeria are not Nigeria actually, because they are Taraba State somewhere around one gram tailor, that's going at the high side. Yes, that's where my dad currently doing, but he's now back to Benin State because of what happened. They buried down my uncle immediately. My dad was calling, so they just did the grave as they were graving him, they just buried him straight. But see, if this thing is my uncle, I knew my uncle. He's a very tall man, but if you see those pictures on your, you will not believe it's a human being that is putting. My brother is not around, he would have sent you those pictures. It's very hard. So, we don't keep talking about election, but we don't give it the right. Is it that it's a quest for power or what? And the one thing about this, if this thing has not happened to you, you will just people, you will feel very relaxed about it. This thing is not fair. If you are not capable of doing this, most others are capable to it. Or is it that you know something about it, but then you deliberately not, you don't care about it? I mean, this is not right. It's not right. But because they leave the racial matters and then they talk about election 2027, I think one is well.
That's in fact,
Thank you. You want me to say, don't worry, I'll give you your WhatsApp number because I've been trying to reach you for the past 3 days now. I don't know.
WhatsApp number is 08171756 If you're on YouTube right now, you would see the number on the screen. Actually, I wrote it there.
So, and please, this thing. And like as I'm talking to you, I'm not myself because each time like this, the picture keeps flashing to my mind. It's not right.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Listen, well, I don't know if they keep talking about this thing, when will the solution come?
We have to keep talking about it. The international media monitor the conversations we have here. If you do not even know that. That is what yes, they do. How do you think they get their information about happenings in Nigeria? Not only
I thought we just keep talking about it and we just feel sorry for ourselves and then well, that's what has happened, and this is not something that happened to another person. I'm telling you. I can forward, don't worry, tomorrow. If my brother has gone to the review now, but tomorrow I will send you those pictures. You will see yourself.
Thank you so much for calling. Thank you. Do you know the funny thing, Mr. Lawale Kondai? If you go to the pages of this government agents and spokespersons, it's all about political talk insulting
one candidate, aspirant, whatever.
If you go to Daniel Bala's page, that's what you will see. Party. If you go to Bayo Nanuga's page, they retweet and repost condescending statements and comments about their political opponents and all of that. They never talk about crucial issues. That is worrisome. I have said something that this administration, they're so lucky. There's no opposition that is active. Nobody's disturbing you. There is no unrest. Nobody's protesting compared to what happened in Jonathan's government. You saw what happened in Lagos State, Occupy Nigeria 2012. You saw the gory pictures, the coffins, everything raised up. None of that. Did anybody not experience all of that? Like, he has one of the, it's almost like Nigerians where somebody is playing a magic tune and any direction the president takes them, they go ahead. Like they're under a trance. There is no resistance. So I feel like your government is not pressured. You can just do the needful. I am serious. You can just do the needful. You don't have an active opposition. Your opposition, all they do is to write on Twitter. There's nothing they're doing. The End Bad Governance protest, you saw how it took place. It was even only in the north that they participated, and after a few days it dissipated. Fearless protest. You can see that. So all of these things, basically, it's only social media that people express their discontent. In other words, you don't really have an opposition. So why don't you just deliver? And if you have people who are not working, tell them to get out. Replace them. It's very simple. It's absolutely simple.
Mouth run pure water like Wike.
Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Thank you for joining, for waiting for me. Can you turn down the volume of your radio, please?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Welcome. Sorry for keeping you. What's your name?
Esther, this is ACN from Amodofi.
ACN is in quite a while.
Indeed, it has. Happy New Year, my sister.
Happy New Year to you, sir.
And good evening to Mr. Lawal Ekundayo.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, Mr. Lawal, I totally agree with some of the things you said this night. Because when
ACN, are you sit close to your radio?
When a certain investigative journalist is telling us that America is not broke, and we, the Nigerians, the citizen of Nigeria, has not benefited any single thing from the natural resources that God blessed us with. We have not. So what is this propaganda that America is coming to steal from us? And you said something quite interesting. Nigeria has been divided long before now. America is not coming to divide us. Amongst ourselves, we have divided ourselves. Everybody, everywhere you talk about Nigeria tomorrow, people tend to align with their religious and their ethnic nationality rather than the Nigeria itself. So this is not the making of America. We shouldn't be looking for who to blame. And talking about insecurity, look, Esther, I want to make it clear that the leadership of Nigeria is not ready to fight insecurity. You are sitting there in studio, you are a journalist. We should not be talking like politicians. The leadership of this country does not want to fight insecurity. I will give you instances. The former President Mohamed Buhari, was almost all Nigerians and in the international communities, we are crying, designate these people as terrorist organization. He was saying, no, they are just bandits. At a point, we were told to accommodate our brothers, to give them our lands, for us not to die. That is better for us to live. That we should. This is coming from the number one citizen, the person that is supposed to fight the insecurity, the person that is supposed to crush these people that has caused. Look at the citizens of Nigeria in IDP camp, in a place that we are not fighting war. Those people in ID camp can be you, it could be me, it could be anybody. IDP camp, almost over 7 states in Nigeria, you have internally displaced person. And we come to the social media to celebrate that our president is going on one of the best cars. They are putting on their babariga. They are giving us, telling us all the political stories. What happened to the case of Nnamdi Kanu? The government knew how to track him all the way to Kenya, bring him back, make sure that maximum punishment was given to a man who was never caught with any form of ammunition. But the people who has been killing this so-called citizen of Nigeria on a daily basis, we are being told that they are just bandits. And even...
Hello? It's like ACN has gotten a call. Interrupted him. Hello, good evening.
Esther, good evening.
Welcome, sir. What's your name?
Esther, my name is Akodeba. And good evening to Olawa. My name is Akodeba. I'm calling. Yes. I'm calling from Apapa.
From Apapa, welcome. Akodeba, you have a very amazing voice. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Esther. Esther, please. I just want to be very sure of what I heard this evening. I heard you say somebody said he did not believe in technocrats, that anybody who is going to get an appointment must be a card-carrying member of the APC.
Yes.
Please, did I hear that right?
The APC national chairman, were you not listening to the program yesterday? I played it now. You didn't follow through yesterday. This was 3 days ago. I played it yesterday.
Esther, did you know that, did Nigeria know the gravity of what that statement is? That is the high insensitivity in governance. Okay, please, I want to tell that person that made that comment, the aircraft that we used to fly, make sure that the pilot is not a technocrat. He must be a card-carrying member of the APC. If he's a motorway driver and he is a card-carrying member of the FBC, and the pilot who is supposed to fly that plane is not a card-carrying member of the APC, let that motorway driver go and fly that plane for him. When he go to surgeon in the hospital, make sure that the doctor that will do his surgeon is a card-carrying member of the APC. Okay?
Okay.
Make sure that when he wants to build a house, the engineer that is competent that do it, if he's not a card-carrying member of the APC, let him go and take a whack for him. Because somebody who is a card-carrying member of the APC. These people are just talking as if this is the first time we are having democracy. PDP was once in power in Nigeria, and it got to a stage they have to hunt for the best head. They doesn't care whether you are a PDP member or not. Okay, can you tell me if Okonjo-Iweala is a member of the PDP? Is a member of PDP?
We're all technocrats.
Olusegun Aganga is a member of the PDP? Jim Achimogobia is a member of the PDP? All these things are first-class brain that work under the PDP. Look at what we are having in our hands, and look at what we are hearing. The Nigerians are tolerating this kind of shenanigans in governance. That God, do you know that it got to a stage, the Britain have to go and look for somebody from Indian origin who is an Indian to be their prime minister, who understand the economy.
Rishi Sunak.
Yes, go to United Arab Emirates. I was in their airport 2 weeks ago. I was in Dubai. Everybody working in Dubai is not a Dubai citizen. They have Filipinos there, they have Kenya, they have people from Nigeria, they have people from Australia, they have people from New Zealand, they have people from all over the world. What they need is your brain. Here we are talking politics, a God of heaven and earth. Esther, Jesus, this country is not ready to move forward, and it cannot move forward under APC. Nigerians should rally around and take these people off through.
Thank you. Don't campaign for anybody. Let me play it.
As a party chairman, I will stand strong to defend the position that if you're not prepared to join us, you shouldn't be given appointment. We encourage and support the members of political party to be in position. If you are a technocrat, go and be a consultant, but not taking political appointment and not going back to support the party that brought you to power. If all of us decide to be, if all the appointees decide to become technocrats, the party will never return back to power. All other appointees of government, they always look back, refresh their minds, look from where we're coming from, what brought us here. It is a vote. There's no word called technocrats. They are all political appointees. There's no single word called technocrats. I'm a professor. I was a consultant in several international bodies, but I never came on the basis of the fact that I'm a technocrat. Everybody's technocrat. Everybody who is schooled is a technocrat. There's no single person who is not a technocrat. But once you are given a political appointment, you are a politician.
Ato. Ato. Hello. Turn down the volume of the radio, please. I needed to replay that in case some of you did not hear that yesterday. Hello.
Yes, now we are on the radio.
You know, here the person we called that time.
I know, but you said it the way you said it, and the way the man said it, and it was both of you, and then all of you are correct.
What is your name?
Good evening. My name is Andrew. This your line You promised last year that you are going to do something about it.
Yes, they are doing something about it, sir. Trust me.
For this one, you are punishing us by calling your station.
No vex.
Do not press.
In fact, by the grace of God, by this February,
The only good thing you did was allow people to air their view. If not, if you have been giving us for 1 minute, that means your government is even worse than this government. You understand? But you didn't do that. So it's like one over two. You understand? It's true. We are adults, 60 years and above, most of us. Do you know one thing? The children of today, they are not even calling this phone. That is where the problem lies, where they say leaders of tomorrow. I've never, since I've been joining you, even with Wazobia, I don't think I've seen up to 1% of children. What I mean by children, that is those age you are talking about, 20, 25 them.
Yeah.
They don't call this place.
They said they used to listen, they don't call. When I did
they only call to ask if Arsenal is playing tomorrow. That's the only thing that they will call. If at all you are talking sports now, they will, a 10-year-old boy will be asking about Arsenal. And that's a very bad one. Do you understand? We're just talking, and then we're like putting water in a basket. Who are we going to give it? Where are the young suckers that will grow when the old banana tree dies? And we are using that to say they are the young suckers. Where are they? We can't even see them. Go to the street, I can't even get anywhere. Ask them about government. They don't even know anything about governance. They don't know. The only thing they do is that, do you know this legislation we're talking about? They are doing that, campaigning for these children to come. At the end of the day, they are the ones that will line up when they want to share bills. So they will not be giving them their own, say, bring your card and collect your rice. Bring your card and collect so and so. That is where they said that, you remember when they said that they have gotten plenty percentage of the children registering under this their e-registration, if you can remember. Because when they want to share something, so that they will give them, they will not give me because I don't have card. That is just like what they do in ministry in Lagos here. But that is just by the way, but at the same time very important. The one of Wike, that is a very good one. Analysts have been talking here and all the rest. But journalists go to his house and then begin to worship him. I normally watch them, and I was asking on whose permission is he doing that? Is he broadcasting the name of Nigeria? Because Abuja is not Nigeria. Abuja is the capital. And who is he broadcasting that all those things they talk for? If it is when he was the governor in Rivers, no problem. Rivers State TV can be airing those things. But this one in Abuja, I don't know why the president did not even caution him to stop. But this now, today, they cannot tell him, say, oh, look at what that man said. You have been adequately compensated. You have a single treasury account, which is what that person does not have. What else do you now want to? And if he says more than that, I think they will also do more than that, because he said that this president he compensates. I heard him very well that he compensates.
Yes, he does compensate. Look at the ambassadors now; they are highly compensated. Red was compensated. Anika compensated.
The INEC man was also compensated. Though he was careful and turned his mouth again. That is not at the expense of Nigerians. If you can hear, he turned the mouth again when he knew that this thing don't go foul. He not turned the mouth again. Not at the expense of who? Now our expense now, the money when we give them and whatever thing, now our money now, there's no do about it. But like I said, let the caution Wike and let Wike leave Fubara alone so that the people can govern, the man can govern the state. But already the man has gotten it right, and he said that he knows where to go and fight for himself, because he's an executive governor of the state. So, yes, I mean, that one is over.
Thank you very much.
This number, we can do something so that we are getting more followers.
Yes, we will.
Police stations everywhere. That's what I'm hearing every day when I'm going along the road.
Thank you so much.
Especially that when directors begin to shout your name. All right, good night.
Good night, sir. Okay, hello. This person on WhatsApp, I think your connection is not strong enough. It's been indicating incoming calls and like you haven't been able to pick. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Good evening, dear.
Good evening, sir. What's your name?
My name is John Silva. I call from Afro Media.
Afro Media, what happened? Your voice is low today. Are you okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Please go ahead.
So this matter of grants.
Can you turn down the volume of your radio, please?
This matter of grants.
Turn down the volume of your radio.
Hello?
Oga, turn down the volume of your radio now. Be cool.
Off it.
Hello?
Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, but you haven't turned down the volume of your radio.
I've done it.
Offer now. You dey fear to offer.
Hello?
All right, go ahead.
So, all these politicians, they say they be gone and they are doing the whole Nigeria. So, before 2027, many of them will go down. So, when it happen, I not pity them. That's my case.
What's he talk? He said politicians go down. Is it at elections or what?
I don't know. And arrested his case immediately.
Maybe it means that they are going to vote them out.
Maybe that's it.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Welcome.
Hello?
You.
Hello, good evening, Esther. Can you hear me?
Very well. Welcome, sir.
Yes, okay. Esther, this is UC from my papa.
UC, how are you?
Esther, I'm fine. How are you?
I did. Welcome.
Mr. Kuda, my greetings to you.
Thank you, sir. You're welcome.
Yeah, Esther. I have the discussion this evening, the conversation. You see, this issue of technocrats is a key anywhere in developed clime to develop and to transform economy, to build growth, most especially in a challenging economy.
They are skilled
Nigeria
experts in a certain field.
Yeah, now see, but unfortunately, the political elite from different regions, they've lured our minds, most especially the gullible Nigerians, to think towards ethnicity and religion as well. So that is what determines how we vote and how we make decisions politically and economically. Now, Esther, look, I remember when President Olusegun Obasanjo got his first mandate, that was 1999. They did this kind of political compensations, appointed people of PDP cronies. Now, they could not do anything at his first 4 years in the office. By the second time, he had to change strategy. No longer political compensation again, an appointment. That was when he now brought in Soludo, brought in technocrats to build the economy. An achievement was made massively to a very large extent. But unfortunately, some places will come on radio to be sensitizing us that Atiku was the one that constructed the economy, that Obasanjo achieved something that is actually reasonable, cleared Nigerian debts. What was the role of Atiku there? Atiku was just never had any political autonomy or constitutional autonomy to do anything, and he was only there playing politics to amass wealth, to grow wealthy on his own politically. That was what led problem between him and the former president. So I never see anything reasonable from that man politically and beyond. Atiku has never done anything Nigerians have benefited from. So he's there now coming back again. He has spent so much money to run for election. He never made it through. Now all this thing he's spending in the primaries. By the time he will succeed to get there, he will first of all galvanize enough money again to recover everything he has lost financially. Now Esther, let me say this. It's unfortunate that we will vote in this country. We are voting along tribal lines. In the Southwest here, these Western Muslims here, they don't vote for a candidate that is not a Muslim. A Muslim friend told me this during that last election. He said he will never vote for a candidate that is not a Muslim. In the North, the same thing happened. If you're not for their ethnic descent or their religious line, nothing will come for you.
Ethnic, whatever, played a role. Although initially before they look for whatever region you come from, they support you. But this 2023 elections, they went for their own. Go ahead, you see.
Ecstasy, yeah? It has been like that from beginning. It's just that democracy on the ground just made it very, very obvious. That is the same that is leading to all this insecurity. Don't forget that this thing that is causing insecurity right now in the country is through the ethnic and religious issue. So the elites, they benefited from these things. They've used it to gain ground and popularity within their regions where they came from. They don't believe today it will backfire and go to this extent that has gotten to. But unfortunately, the violence and the destruction is not channeled towards one particular religious organization. Christians.
All right, you see, I need to take more calls. All right, thank you. Hello, good evening.
Hey, sir.
Sir, welcome.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Welcome.
Thank you very much. This is Malam Bello Usman. I am calling you from Kano.
Malam Bello, I missed you. How are you?
Thank you very much. Fine.
Welcome.
Thank you. You see why Nigeria is so backward today. Nigeria is so backward because we don't tell ourselves the truth. And the problem is not from any other region than northern Nigeria and southwest Nigeria. Outside, the northerners have disappointed Nigerian and southwest also have disappointed Nigerian. Particularly, I know since 1999 that we came back to democracy when Abubakar handed over to civilian, which was Obasanjo. Obasanjo have failed woefully.
So you feel that his administration was fair, it was better?
Excuse me, I will analyze it to you. Late Musayara tried his best, but God knows why he took him earlier without completing his tenure. Then Buhari and Tinubu today, they are both APC. Buhari borrow money from outside, from monitoring this thing to use for the people in his government. The same thing also today. Current president is almost 2 years and some months now. He have borrowed a lot, and a lot of looting is going on right now as people too. What is better? First of all, what is better edu or what's happening? Between 6 months of Ahmed Bola Tinubu government, but better edu was allegedly stolen 885 million already. You know, so now what we are saying is that since outside the northerners have disappointed Nigerians, southwest have disappointed Nigerians, let the southeast try it and let us see. I have trust in that governor of Abia State, Oti. I watch many of his programs on NTA. I watch so many things I have been doing in Abia State in television. I also have faith in Obi, the former governor of Anambra State. But the problem is that some of the people that are making noise, do they have voters card? Can they vote on the election day? Because some of them will say that our vote doesn't count. But vote fine. If your vote is not count, then you have right to protest your vote. Then what I am trying to emphasize now is that this is the right time for Nigerians to rescue their country from the government of this Ahmed Bola Tinubu, because Nigeria is heading nowhere under this administration. I voted for this government, to be honest with you. But it is something that I will never forget in my life. I regret doing that in that 2023. So people should come out. They should forget about the tribe. The leadership quality is what we are talking about. Forget about either Zulu or not Zulu. But particularly since the Northerners have disappointed, the Southwest have disappointed, let us try the Southeast. That is what I'm trying to emphasize. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Marlon. I'll take one more call. We'll have a live appearance very soon, and afterwards we'll read out all your messages, like literally all your messages. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello. Good evening. Good evening, Cho.
Good evening.
Good evening, Shoma.
This is Esther.
Good evening.
This is Esther Machuku.
Okay. Good evening, Esther Machuku.
Yes, sir.
I will try this number. God, see, may you enter this evening. Thank you. My name is Audu from Agigi.
Daudu, welcome, Daudu.
Thank you. I thank Malam Bello from the Canway. Reading talk. I thank him very well because he has said it too. He has said everything. But now, what I want to tell you now, how we do to remove this table for the power? Then I will make everybody join hand, make them remove this table for the power. Now, my own concern is that if I don't remove the man for the power, if they enter 2027, everybody, everything will gone. Nigeria will gone. Water will gone. We don't even see it to enter again. Then I mark the two. So I rest my case.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for calling. Hello. Good evening. 08036929933. 08036929933. Hello. Good evening.
Hello.
Yes. Hello. Good evening. How are you?
Good evening, madam. How are you?
I am fine, sir.
You are speaking with Malam Ibrahim.
Malam Ibrahim, welcome. How are you doing?
Fine. What is the other gentleman in the studio?
Mr. Lawal.
Mr. Lawal, good evening. Hello, good evening, Mr. Lawal.
He can hear you, sir. Just go ahead.
Okay. You see, madam, let us be honest, let us be realistic. You see what is happening. Are you with me?
Yes, sir, I'm with you.
What is happening is, I will say
I will say it clearly that Fulani is my own culture. It's my birthright.
Okay.
And we contributed a lot of the problem we're having now. But let me be open to you. That if you have money, for example, you go to the market, you go and buy maybe black market, you go and buy a weapon. The West, you cannot get weapons from them, from the West, with your own money. But then people are part of us, part of the Mieti area of Fulani. I don't know how people manage to get this weapon. They get this weapon direct from the black market. And who are those people who are selling this weapon? Are from the Americans. Let me be open to you clearly. But what happened in Katsina, that governor, who released about 76 or 77 people for to make an exchange of 3,000 plus people exchange. The DSS were there. A 7 major general, they were there. The police were there. The civil defense, everybody were part, which means the government on top, they were aware. Did you get where I'm going?
Yes, I get where you're going.
Not that he did it on his own. All these people that actually they were there, they were part of the arrangement before all this thing take place. So what I will suggest now is the way to protect this thing. We all Nigeria, even me, including the person that I'm talking to, I'm a pure Fulani. Let everybody go to rampage for a month. Everybody should protest. We are not going to eat any meat again from the cow. Then our people will come back to their senses. That is the only way. Let everybody stop the protest of that cow meat. Nobody should eat it for a month. I live here in Agege. I do travel to my place. I'm from Kebbi State. So when we do that, everybody will wake up asleep. That is the only solution to allow peace to reign. Let everybody stop the consumption of the cow. Simple. For 1 month, peace will come back.
It is well. Thank you very much, Malam. Thank you for calling. Thank you. I love it when Nigerians are very honest in what they're saying. We'll continue with the conversation. Trust me. We'll take your messages. We'll take your calls. Good evening, gentlemen. Thank you for your patience. Came in quite early today. How are you?
Very well. Good evening.
Please, can you kindly enlighten us precisely why you're here? What do we intend to benefit from you guys?
Okay. All right. Once again, my name is Kings. Hello. We are here again. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening. Please introduce yourself.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Chooks.
Chooks, you have a good voice.
Thank you so much.
All right, go ahead, Eric.
Yes, we're actually here again for your finance. We came up with an update actually from Trial Finance. Of course, we know that the year is very young, and of course, many of us want to be searching for extra means of income. So we are here to give you updates on how you can actually use your mobile device to actually make more money. Be it wherever you are, your career, the kind of business you do, you can actually bag more money with your iOS or Android phone. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, we have a couple of products on Trial Finance that can help you. You can leverage on them to...
Chooks, can you come closer to the mic?
Okay.
Don't shy away from it. I like your voice, so please, I want you to talk.
Okay, thank you so much. Can I be heard very well now?
Yes.
Okay, so I was talking about some of the products that we have that you can leverage on to actually scale your finance. The year is quite young, and extra bucks into your account or your purse will give you more morale and will enable you achieve more things that you want to do. So in Trial Finance, we have a platform that helps tech innovators to actually bet their ideas.
Okay.
We've seen that several tech innovators or tech developers have unique ideas, but they do not have the necessary funds to bet these ideas. So Trial Finance have actually given a platform to them to come and raise funds free of charge. They are not paying anything for raising funds from there, but there are courses to it, so they can actually raise funds from there and bet their ideas. And at the end of the day, they are able to float their companies and begin to become a unicorn project.
That's quite interesting.
Yes. And the truth about it is that it is just for free.
Really?
Yes.
And you
it's-
make money from it.
Yes, of course.
Anything that has to do with making money, I'm interested. Legally, anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
Go ahead.
It's very, very legal, and that's why we are here. And thank God we're talking to you. And secondly, we also have AI products that you can actually leverage on to get market insights.
And make money.
Yes, like
Interesting.
those who are stock traders, forex traders, crypto traders. Gone are those days where you have to get into a group where you have to receive signals and you're just waiting and you're paying a lot of subscriptions, you're paying a lot of money to get all these signals for you to be able to have a market advantage. So True Finance actually has an AI product that you can leverage on that gives you a real-time data, can analyze the market in just few seconds or minutes and comes up with a position and tell you, okay, this is when to enter the stock market, this is when to enter the forex market or the crypto market, this is when to enter, this is when to exit, this is when to take your profits. So these are part of the products that we have, and we intend showcasing it to the whole world, and we want them to just come and trade smartly and trade like professionals, even if you are just
What about novices? What about
professionals as it
really?
were. Yes, it's just for
So
novice.
someone like me, I'm not really tech savvy,
Yeah.
but now tech is a new mint. And to be honest with you, all those things you just said, this is how a lot of young persons at home remotely making money, cool cash.
Yes.
Not like us that we need to be writing exam, like we're writing exam every day, reading the salary, you know, reach anywhere. So for someone like me who wants an extra source of income, and this is the new mint I want to get into, you have sessions like that for someone like me.
Yes, we do. We have section for everybody. It is something-
Actually, what we are doing tomorrow on the 24th, what we are doing around Amwa Duffy is actually an introduction to what we have, so that you don't have to be a tech savvy person like you said.
Yeah.
All you just need is your phone and then some data on it, and then we can show you how you can actually start using those applications and our products, and then you can also then join some of our groups where you can perfect whatever we teach you from tomorrow.
Okay, I'm very busy. I may sometimes not physically be part of your seminars or whatever, but I think I'm going to join one of your group because I really need to learn this. I want to make 2026 is my year, like literally. So everybody loves soft life, but you have to work for it. But then some people don't need to really drag their nails via hard stone. So the question now is this: tomorrow, do you need to be physically part of this
Yes.
to learn?
Yes.
Where is the location?
Yes, what we are doing tomorrow is actually physical, not the online training.
Okay.
Tomorrow is going to be around Amwa Duffy. The other day we did training was Ikorodu and Ikoton, and now we are doing around Amwa Duffy, Goldenville College, precisely around Apple Junction. But in case you want to
Be precise about your
Yes,
address.
yes, they are-
Goldenville
College,
Okay.
Apple Junction.
Apple Junction.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
At Amowo Dolphin.
Amowo Dolphin, precisely.
Okay.
So if you want to get the proper address, you call us. You message us rather on WhatsApp on 0806396.
Calm down.
Okay.
Calm down. Call it again. 11.
08063962731.
Call it again.
080
Call it. Let your voice come out.
0063962731.
Call it again.
08063962731.
Or is that the only number?
Yes.
And what they need to do is to send what kind of message?
No, just send us the message that just send us you're interested. That's all.
I'm interested.
Yes.
And then you send them the correct
The
address
correct
to the
address,
venue.
exactly.
And they don't have to pay anything to come
No,
around.
it's free. Admission
It's
is
free.
free.
Yes, it's
Registration
free.
is free.
Amazing. Please, I think it will be quite important to tap into this because, like I said, AI, tech is the new mint. You were trying to explain something earlier when you were giving us a diverse perspective as to what you guys are able to dish, what you're able to give out. In respect to those who are already into this, there are a couple of challenges that they experience. Are there certain things they need to take note of and get prepared while they come?
Well, it's just an introduction. So
Come closer to the mic, please.
Okay, I think it's just an introduction, and by the time they come, we'll take it up from there.
Okay.
Let them just come the way they are.
And when they come, you have follow-up sessions.
Yes, we do.
Follow-up sessions with them.
Yes, we do.
So for someone like me, I said I'm very busy. Tomorrow is the only day I have off, but I'm really interested in this. How do I continue to be part of the process? Because I want to learn. Like, I'm literally being very interested in this now.
Okay, like what he said, he told you that we have groups, we have platforms that you're going to join. So from this platform, we're going to start a continuous training on them and fine-tuning what you can do. And you have opportunity to ask questions, and we take it up from there. So it's not just a one-off thing.
Well, it's not a one-off thing.
No.
So for those who physically come in tomorrow, they also have the advantage of joining these various groups. So there's a follow-up.
Yes.
All right. So can you kindly call that address again and the phone number?
Yes. Just send us. I'm interested on 080 6396 2731.
Okay. And you said it's around where?
Around Amuwo Dolphin Apple Junction.
Okay.
Goldenville College.
Goldenville
College.
From what time to what time tomorrow?
It's starting by 12 noon.
12 noon till?
Yes, 12 noon till 4 p.m.
Till 4 p.m.
Yes.
Okay, so you give them enough time to get there.
Exactly. Yes.
Being the fact that it's a Saturday, I love the fact that you're being considerate. You didn't say 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock in the morning. No. That's actually a good time. Thank you, gentlemen, for coming around today. I sincerely do appreciate.
Thank
Mr.
you.
Chooks, and what's your name, please?
Kings Elo.
Kings Elo. Thank you very much. Is there something else you wanted to add to this? Because you're looking down like there is something you did not say.
No, actually, we just wanted to make Nigerians know that Trial Finance is here to actually allow us to, like what he said, tokenize all our ideas. That's the major thing, because if you have a lot of people have ideas, but they don't have how to, to bet it. So the leverage is that we are giving them, especially, is to be able to tokenize it.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for coming in, gentlemen. Do have yourself an amazing weekend, and I wish you good luck tomorrow.
All right. Thank you.
All right. We're still on to the evening rush right about now. A couple of you were calling, but let me take some messages so that we can, be done with this evening as fast as we can. Esther, good evening. The rotational presidency between the North and South is unconstitutional and have not benefited Nigeria and Nigerians. So why can't we jettison it? Look inwards for a competent person from any part of Nigeria who is capable enough to preside over the affairs of this country. We have credible, capable hands. So for me, this rotation have done more harm than good, just giving us incompetent hands who can't lead Nigeria and Nigerians to the promised land. Emeka Moses from Lagos. Good evening, Madam Esther Nwachukwu, Mr. Shagun, Mr. Lawai Kundari. Mr. Shagun Shepita is not there. Madam Esther Nwachukwu, it's only God's intervention that will save us from this wicked APC government. I'm afraid because the way and manner they are mobilizing and recruiting members into their party is very aggressive. Where's the opposition? Prince Samuel Ofubisi Oji from Ajegun Lepakpa, Lagos. What do you expect them to do if the opposition refuses to be aggressive in mobilizing people into their party? Is their onions is their onions to Abio Albosa tall? It's true. Because the APC is doing what they know how to do, get more hands into. What is the opposition doing? All right, good evening, Esther. Nigeria is about to understand the meaning of town hall. Different.
What's that?
Steven from Ago, una no get joy. It means that in his first term he will beat Nigeria black and blue, and in his second term it will be Bulava. So what Nigerians are seeing today is child's play compared to what is coming if he wins a second term. How do you know, Stephen? Who knows? Second term may be better than first term. Don't just put a cancel on the president like that. Nice evening, Esther. Mr. Kundar in the studio. Esther, I am mayor. Mayor is tired of all that is happening in Nigeria day in, day out. Esther, can you sincerely tell me the difference between the news of yesterday, today, even what to hear tomorrow? It's the same topic. Esther, in this case, who is losing? It's me and you that use our data and airtime to contribute in any issues in the country, while the rulers are busy somewhere enjoying free meals, housing, education, health, free lunch. In fact, the so-called rulers are enjoying the wealth of the nation, while me and you are busy talking and making noise. I am not making noise, so I'm not making noise. So you can't tell me that every day I do my research, come here, engage you guys, see how we can objectively put things in context. I am making noise. No, now. With all the cough I carry for the past 1 month or so, and I go to drink water, they talk here. Mayor, please, I'll beg you. Esther, in a free and fair election, Mr. Peter Obi will beat President Tinubu and Atiku, but it will not happen because an agreement was signed between the North and the Southwest to make sure that Mayor Esther, mark my words today, the thought of men is not the thought of God. Esther, my Bible says that the end of the matter is better than the beginning. Esther, take it or leave it. APC are a terrorist organization according to Canadian court. Okay, Esther. All right, thank you. Mayor from Ikotu. Mayor, well done. Good evening, VOP. Very soon, Nigerians will have to be APC card carriers before one can open account. A lot is going on the ground. Out of the open mouth speaketh Reese Moore. If a man who is aspiring for another term of governance is behaving like the alpha and omega of Nigeria, let's pause for a minute to think about what that man would do if elected or rigged into office again in another 4 years, knowing he has no one opposing him or any other election whereby he would need the votes and support of the masses, citizens, and then he will use our eyes to see our backs. Michael from Suliri. Good evening, Esther and Ekundai. Good evening. Good evening, Esther. I am looking for clarification regarding the American University of Nigeria and the Adama Beverages Faro Water in Adamawa State. Were these institutions established as private businesses by former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, or are they public assets belonging to the Nigerian government? Dan Ladiago. Faro Water, I don't think it's a public enterprise. I think it's a private business. American University of Nigeria also think it's a private business. Why did you ask? Many recent rankings and conversations about influential African leaders often highlight names such as William Ruto, Kenya, Paul Kagame, Rwanda, Ibrahim Traore, Burkina Faso, Abiy Ahmed, Ethiopia, Abdulmajid Tebboune, Algeria, and Yoweri Museveni, Uganda. But in this list of top or most influential politicians, where is Jagaban? The self-styled Emi Luka. His absence raises questions about the criteria being used and what qualities different observers value in African leadership today. Well, if you know what's going on with Paul Kagame and William Ruto, and let's see, maybe somehow his name will enter. It happens like that. Anything can happen. You can never tell. All right. This person says, Esther Benga, how are you doing? Esther Benga. Did you? Did you give me your name as my new? Did you marry me online? Does it happen, Mr. Lawal? They'll marry you on WhatsApp. You don't even know. No certificates too. Okay, that's not bad. Esther Wachuku Benga. How does that sound? Really? Or Esther Benga full stop? Okay. Thank you for greeting. Well done. Good evening, Esther, Mr. Lawal. I'm suspecting Trump. He came and opened wounds and left. And if he is really serious, he would have backed the strike up with many more strikes. By so doing, the terrorists won't have time to regroup or sit up from his solo. I think he was just giving the Nigerian government time to do the needful.
Do you know how many backlash he got for that only?
Online, Abi?
Yeah, even from...
For the one of Sakoto?
Yes. From so many, even Gumi, all those running all over the place, shouting and talking. How many of you come on here to say no? We give support.
And this person says we should talk about the tax issues. Oh yes, we're talking about the tax issue on Tuesday. next week, based on the recent development we've heard that indeed, based on their investigations, there were alterations. So what next in that alteration? Because I think for now, Mr. Lawal, they said we're putting it on hold until whatever investigations they're making has been resorted.
Sure, it's been put on hold.
Well, they can tell us something and then something else is being done.
Until
Esther,
says
read my message. You didn't read my message yesterday's on. Good evening, Esther. I think it's high time we went back to a regional system of government. Let every region be in charge of their security, because I don't understand this. How can the Fulanis say they can't vote any other tribe or religion aside theirs? They're causing ethnic division in this country. With this kind of mindset, we can't vote in a neutral government that will face this terrorism head on without sentiment. It's a shame. Let us go back to regional system if we're ready to end this terrorism ravaging us all. This is James from K2 Mile 12. Was it not the same President Tinubu that suspended Fubara because of the same Wike? So after hijacking the state successfully, he now realizes that Wike needs to allow Fubara work. Now Nigeria is gone. Utilo Ororo from Ayobo. All right, Ororo, good evening. Good evening, Esther, Mr. Lawal. Wike just entered market. Until when the market closes, Nigerians will ask him how market. This government has no power to fight the insecurity, even if Nigerians allow them to govern this country for 100 years. Shame on them and their attack dogs. Chikeze from Agor. All right, thank you, Chikezi. Well done. Good evening, Esther, Mr. Lawal. I just want to ask, why are we so docile now that we can't stand up and fight against injustice in this country? Who is going to initiate this move? Because we are tired of this. Pastor Chooks from Ajigunle. All right, Chika from Mushin says, U.S. will divide us between Muslim and Christian nations and will still take our oil. They did it in Sudan. Soon you will see it play out.
So America went to Sudan. Look at these people.
This is their influence. Good evening, Auntie Esther, Mr. Lawal Kundaya. In my opinion, there is nothing wrong with making primaries open to every zone, but the problem is in using money to bribe the party delegates at the end. The worst will be given to the masses rather than the one that is competent to do the job. Let us stop deceiving ourselves. We know who is competent amongst these politicians, but tribalism will becloud their eyes to see. Ifeanyi from K2. Good evening, Esther Machku, your guests and listeners. 1. Buba Galadima is a terrible coward for saying it now that Atiku won the 2019 presidential election and defeated Muhammadu Buhari. Why didn't they instigate the North to rise up for his truth then? 2. If the 2027 presidential election is not rigged and free and fair, monitored by the US and Israel, Bola Tinubu will lose the election on earth and they will hear in heaven. 3. Finally, Mr. Donald Trump should complete the good work he started in Nigeria against terrorists killing Christians like chickens in Nigeria. Israel should join the United States to destroy terrorists in Nigeria. Sender, Mr. Delay in Festac Extension, Lagos, Nigeria. My position, an international human rights activist and a political strategist. All right, well done, sir. Esther, North knows everything about the insecurity in the North. The governors behind everything happening in the North. Even if Peter Obi becomes president, the killing in the North can never stop. Rather, it will get worse than the one we're seeing now. Northern government are enjoying the killings. Chinonso from Ejigbo. Good evening, Esther. Why did President Jonathan withdraw General Ihejirika, who nearly decimated Boko Haram, when Buhari and many other northern elites were against Ihejirika until they forced President Jonathan to retire him from office? Patrick from Ije Odudu. Good evening, Esther, Mr. Kundai. Esther, zoning is a political abracadabra introduced to skew our polity in favor of certain individuals, which isn't in the nation's interest. We're throwing capacity into the air at the expense of mediocrity. On Wike is at the precipice of political oblivion and fighting for his political life and relevance. Mind you, Wike is already compensated for his roles in the 2023 elections. Zuaz from Lagos mainland. Good evening, Esther. Mr. Lawa, I'm sorry for Wike, as he will soon have a date with the EFCC. He's such a greedy and crude politician who only thinks of himself and not others. Larry. Alright, Sokoto seemed to us as a safe state until Trump and his intelligence revealed to us that the same Sokoto is a breeding ground for all terrorists. A single strike from Trump killed over 5,000 terrorists in Sokoto. Who would have thought that the caliphate is breeding and shielding terrorists? I wait for Niger. Pastor Andy from Fade. This person says, okay. I don't know where they get this stubbornness from. I don't know. It's unfortunate. Some of their leaders, let them know how things are being done. All right, thank you. Thank you for your messages. Good evening. The exploitation angle to the new tax law as per pay computations for... Oh, all right, this is... Okay, good evening. But to be able to make Wike irrelevant as needed, so I feel Peter Obi's weight must not be wasted. It must be added to the acclaimed to win the so-called almighty president in the APC. The acclaimed is defined as former Vice President Atiku Abubakar. The acclaimed is Atiku. Tochukwu Adile Thompson from Obanikoro. Tochukwu, I don't understand though. What did you just try to explain? Then somebody sent me a cartoon. You guys don't have joy. All right, this person says in 2019 the PDP zoned to the north and no southerners contested. In 2023 the northerners in the PDP opposed zoning to the south. Mr. Lawal, good evening to you. Yes, good evening. If zoning is a problem, let's try and fix it by zoning to the rightful zone and a better candidate, because each zone has a good candidate. Shying away from it will be a repeat of 2023. Good evening, Esther, Mr. Ekondaya. Fubara joining the APC is automatically the end of Wike in River State, whether he likes it or not. Fubara has left him and moved on for good. It's unfortunate and sad that Wike's greediness has really affected him to the point of losing his sense of reasoning. And for the terrorists in the north, I urge the federal government to become more aggressive in dealing with these criminals, because it's the only language they will understand, and government should stop pampering them. From His Royal Highness B.C. Nwoko Inoshodi. Good evening, Esther, Mr. Ekondaya. Emmanuel from Lagos. If the election is free and fair, Mr. Tinubu will not be re-elected, as stated in the audio message by Mr. Buba Galadima played during the program. Mr. Tinubu cannot win in a credible election. His administration brought hardship, deepened poverty, and increased the cost of living for the masses. Ima from Isolo says, may God never allow APC come back in 2027. All right, may APC not happen to anyone. Let APC be changed from APC to PSPN, meaning People's Sovereign Party of Nigeria. Good evening, Esther, Mr. Akunda and VOP family. Let's get things clear. Boko Haram is alleged to more of Kanuri, while terrorists and bandits are Fulanis. The current military effort is more in Borno State, Boko Haram, and not Fulani terrorists. If Fulani terrorists are recording casualties like Boko Haram, they won't be too buried like fellow Nigerians are saying. Boko Haram hide and do guerrilla warfare. Amechi from Mafuluku. Good evening, Esther and amiable analysts. My name is Stanley from Ajogunle. The PDP shot itself on the foot by refusing to macro their presidential ticket to the southeast. Are they now just realizing their mistake? All right. This person says, okay, you're sending me a link. All right, later I'll do that. All right, good evening, Esther. Late Buhari divided Nigeria because of his tribalism, nepotism. Lear from Lagos. All right. Good evening, Esther. My name is Idris from Ikeja. America have nothing to offer Nigeria since their strike in Sokoto. Did insecurity reduce? Is killing and kidnapping started on the Tinubu? No reason person will support killing. ADC and his supporters should stop playing politics with human life. Let them continue their propaganda. No vacancy in Aso Rock 4+4. Okay. Hello. Turn down the volume of your radio. Hello?
Yeah, hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. You're the final call on the program today. Go ahead.
Yes, this is Jalil. My own take on the program is, almost all the governors now have changed to APC.
Yeah.
And our president believes that if everybody has changed to APC, he can win the election. So now it depends on Nigerians now, if they want the APC to govern back or they want another party to win. Now, on ADC, if once Atiku has won the primary election and he has won the ticket for it, that means Tinubu will lose to another 4 years. Because Atiku, we all know him as a serial loser. He's going to lose again. And I'm very sure once Obi will leave ADC to go to another party, they will share the election, the vote, like they shared it in 2007 and 2023. Yes. And like I said, this government, they see Nigerians as customers. Whenever they want our vote, they will come and canvass us. They just rule us nonchalantly. They don't care about us. Even though we shout on many things, they will not listen. Banditry. I know that banditry in dictionary means that people that will lay you, collect your load from you when you are traveling. Those are the bandits. But in Nigeria, dictionary bandit is different. Someone comes to your farm, they kill like many people in your community. I still call them bandits. They are not bandits. We see them as terrorists. We see them as terrorists, or we see them as they are doing something that is bad. As citizens, we see that's what we see them as. But government don't see them as that. They are doing what government want them to do. That's why they are.
Mr. Lawal, in a minute, what's your final take?
Yes, my final take is that the person who said something about competency, and he's a professor, and he's a professor, and he's talking about that. And look at the way he defined technocrat totally outside the context. And to let you know that he's telling us that he is not competent for that post that he is occupying. That's why he's talking like that. That if they ask him, why are you giving this post, he will say, because I am a card carrying member of APC. That is why. That means any other person can feel it now. That means Agbero on the road can fill that post. Why didn't they pick somebody like that? Why did they pick you as a professor? To let you know that he's talking upside down. That's why many of these professors, I don't even know how they got that professorship. Okay. So Nigerians, it is in our hands. If you want to survive, it's in your hands. If you want to live, it's in your hands. If you want to be happy, it's in your hands. We need to get back our freedom. So help God.
Thank you so much, Mr. Lawal Kundayo. Have yourself a beautiful Friday. I'll be seeing you on Sunday by the grace of God for the political spotlight. There is just strictly political conversation, so make it a date with us in the evening. Meanwhile, we'll still have more interesting programming coming your way. Stay with us right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Good evening. Good night.
My people, how they go, God go do good for us. Now kudos Homes Limited carry me come say make I come tell you